Awesome. So we left off in the middle of combat, so let's hop back over. Remy, you had just cast Mage Armor and dashed around the corner. Was there anything else you wanted to do in your turn?
Ryan, you're muted if you're talking.
You're muted.
Would explain a lot. So yes, I ran, and that's all I'm doing this turn, along with
Okay.
Mage Armor.
Good for you. Mel, it is your turn, Mel.
Is Grum still hugging Mel?
I don't know, is he?
No, I feel like it'd be like half of one, and everything happened so quick, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I think she's still very dazed from what happened. She's sort of like half staring at the vat, half staring at the literal creature that appeared in front of all of them. I guess she is just going to follow the order. She's gonna try and back away as much as she could. Let me move. How much is my movement? 30. So with dash, I can do 60. So when can I go through Grum and Cecil?
Yes, you can move through
Okay.
friendly creature spaces.
3, 4, 5, 6, 3.
Okay.
And that will return.
All right. Cecil, it is your turn.
Yes, I am unmuted. All right, I was just making sure for a second. Cecil has never been in a fight before, so this is going to be interesting for him.
Yeah.
But there is a literal monster, and his reaction is one of Chaos Bolt.
All right. Go ahead and do your thing.
Okay. It ends up coming out as psychic damage.
Nice.
It is a nat 20 to hit.
Nice.
Okay.
And I do double spell damage when you crit. So
Excellent. So the total is 26 points of damage.
oh yeah, so you react. What does it look like as you cast this psychic bolt across the room?
So I stumble back as like Mel pushes through, and I've seen this thing leap and attack two of my erstwhile companions.
Mhm.
And so the throbbing glow in my chest solidifies for a moment, and it comes down the sleeve out to my arm and manifests as a pure bolt of Arcana, for lack of a better term. There's no
Nice.
elements, there's no lightning, there's nothing else. It's just raw weave that shoots out of me and basically barrels into this thing on the ground there.
Yeah, and it is on the ground but has been struggling to get back up. It's very scrambly in its motions, like it's moving so fast it can't get up. But it has just started to push itself up onto its two of its four hands when you impact it in the side of the head with this spell, and it shrieks this horrid noise that rips through your ears, almost as painful as what Mel just did. And it is staggered and is not able to stand up. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Let me just double check something real quick. I'm going to get out of here, I think.
All right.
Everybody's leaving me behind.
All righty.
I tug on Grum's cloak. It's like, come on.
All right. Speaking of, it is Grum's turn.
Okay. Drum's going to feel the pull and tug, but he is smiling, grinning.
Uh-oh.
You'll hear him just go, oh, finally. He's going to move forward, and he's going to attack this thing.
All right.
Go Grum.
He's going to bring this thing down on him. His stick.
Big old stick.
Oh.
If he's lying down, do I have advantage? Is that a thing?
You do.
Hooray. Oh, double 16s.
Nice.
24.
Nice.
Both of those hit.
Okay.
Obviously, I mean 24 is outrageous.
So the first attack is going to be
Outrageous.
15.
15 damage. All right.
Yep. And then second is going to be, not as good. 21.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right. So your big stick impacts this thing on each side of its head. Whack, whack, and you hear bone echoing, the impacts echoing around the room, and it is shaking its head, with each impact, spittle and bile flying from its horrid, decaying lips. But it doesn't seem as affected as it did with the magic.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's going to be it, but he's very not bothered. He's actually very happy looking, Grum.
All right. Yeah, Grum is having the time of his life.
Sort of grinning and, yeah.
Next up is Razmus, who is going to look at you, Ashun, and snarl something. Hang on, I gotta double check this really quick. Did I take that feat? I did not. Drat. Okay. He is going to look at Ashun and snarl, "Get out of here," as he engages with the creature on the ground. So the first thing he's going to do is draw back his sword and make a couple sigils in the air with his free hand. And then he is going to attack. And as he attacks, the length of his sword flashes bright, and a green flame begins to emit. And that is a hit. So he does a total of 12 damage. All right, there's one. With one strike, the green flames seem to stick almost to this decaying figure, and it shrieks painfully. And then he's going to take another attack. And that is going to hit, okay, for 17 damage. This one, again, the creature, as he slashes at it with his sword without the fire, the creature does not, it kind of was like, it's very like fast, despite its bulk, skittery, fast, scrambling around on the ground, trying to get up, but it's being pummeled and slashed at. But it seems to be the non, like the magic is what's doing the most damage, it seems.
Okay.
And then he is going to, that was both, okay. Yeah, and he is going to move, no, he's going to stay where he is, and he's going to look at you, Ashun, and basically just be like, get going, quick. And Siltooth, it's your turn.
Can I delay my turn till after Ishun's?
Yes, you can.
Gotcha. I would like to do that.
Okay. So, Ashun, you're first.
Okie dokie. Well, I don't need to be told twice. So I'm just going to... Oh my god, sorry, Grum. I'm just going to book it.
All right, go for it, yeah. Are you dashing? Or just
wait, shoot,
moving?
I didn't calculate. I will just move for now again. Okay, I think that was 6.
All right. Yes, and Law lopes after you, looking at the creature on the ground and letting out a metallic, echoing sort of growl. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay. Now it is Siltooth.
Gotcha. So then, can I roll again to see if the monstra, if I can remember if the monstra are pack animals or if they like are territorial, that sort of thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, don't bail me now. Oh, hold up. Let's move these out the way. All right. That was a history.
Yeah.
That was an 8, Doomy.
Yeah. You so tradition like you spend a lot of time on the sea where the monstra are not quite as present simply because I mean they can like walk along the bottom of the ocean and sometimes things bob up and whatever, but they don't really get out there. So you don't know all that much about them. You know they're dangerous, you know they are malevolent. But yeah, you're struggling to come up with anything along those lines at the moment.
Okay. So then I am going to move. Yeah, I can get a line of sight. I'm gonna move right here instead.
Okay.
And then I'm going to peek my head around the corner, see like these two fighting this creature, and I am going to pull out my pistol, slap a button on the side, and I'm going to shoot at the shoot at the monster on the ground.
Okay. Shooting Grum. Why? Why? Oh god, PvP. We were ready. All right, yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Sick.
Ooh.
And so I'm going to use one of my explosive bullets.
Oh, nice.
And let me check something. Hey. Okay, so everything within 5 feet of the target must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, so I think that is both Grum and Rasmus. So let's make some dex checks. Oops, and
then-
it's also these two pods. Okay.
God.
Oh, not terrible. Not terrible.
No, it's fire damage though, so it's not like a lot of concussive blast or force or anything. So.
Okay, 10. Okay, he got a
So
10.
it was just gonna light up this whole house.
Oh,
on fire.
and the DC is equal to 8 plus my proficiency bonus and my dexterity modifier. Damn, that's crazy.
So what is the DC?
What's my dex modifier?
Higher than 10, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's just a smooth 14. That's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Rasmus fails and is on fire.
No.
He's like, oh, fuck. And he's sort of hopping backwards.
Grum is
Alright.
pointing and laughing at him.
Not his turn yet.
So as far as fire damage goes, let me see how much it takes.
Oh, Rasmus, oh no.
Which? There it is. It's only 6 fire damage. He's just lightly singed.
He's just slightly singed. Ah, fuck! And he's sort of like starting to pat at himself, trying to put himself out. The thing on the ground starts to hiss and writhe in pain as the fire...
but that's still... but the guy on the ground that I actually hit, I still have to roll the damage for that.
Oh, yeah, go.
And it was also a sneak attack since he's prone.
Yep, he's prone and he's engaged with 2 of your compatriots. So.
Yippee! So let's see, let's get some 3d6. 10. Which is this little guy right here. Not horrible. So I'm gonna use my my piercer ability
Oh yeah,
to
perfect.
reroll one of my damage die.
Do it.
Okay, that's a little bit better. So 17 damage.
Okay, yeah. So you fire off this explosive shot. You impact this thing in the arm, and it explodes. Fire licking across the surface of the tanks on either side of it. Grum, you blink as the heat singes your eyes a little bit, but you don't take any damage. Razmus is on fire. And the thing on the ground starts to shriek and writhe, twisting and twitching all over the ground as the fire begins to lick at its bone and sinew. Anything else on your turn, Steeltooth?
I'm just gonna shout at Rasmus. Like, I don't look remorseful at all for him getting caught in the blast.
Oh, of course not.
And I'm just gonna be like, that doesn't look like running to me.
He doesn't reply because he's on fire.
And then I'm gonna use the last of my movement to duck behind this right here.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Next in the order is the monstra, which is writhing on the ground on fire right now, shrieking and hissing. And in fact, it impacts this tank with such force that it cracks it. And something else falls out. Staggering to its feet, another monstra appears, wet and gurgling and making horrid, gross sounds. Let me roll initiative for it. It's gonna be okay. Excuse me.
You're making it worse.
Yeah, okay. That's what it is. I had to remember what everybody's initiative number was. Okay. Yeah, so that's its action. And then it's rolling around. How long does the fire damage isn't like an extended thing, right?
No, it doesn't specify.
Okay. I'm going to say then it's probably rolled and put itself out. Its action was cracking this tube, and now it's just going to lay there. Remy, your turn.
Yay! So, I'm imagining this is a pretty thick wall between us and all the action happening over here, right?
Yeah. It's pretty
Okay.
chunky.
So Remy's gonna dash and haul ass, is what Remy's gonna do. So this should get us pretty handily to 60. Actually,
Nice.
I'm gonna go 50, just so I have line of sight. And then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Mel, your turn.
I think she is going to do the same. She heard like the cracking of glass and all the fighting and whatnot, but she's not very focused. Also, I can't move for some reason.
Oh, that's because I'm not on you. Sorry.
There you go. So 60. Just gonna get here.
Okay.
She sort of like turns a little back just to see what's going on. And she pauses. She's still very much willing to just run.
Mm-hmm.
That's
All right.
her turn.
Cecil, it is your turn.
I have been abandoned.
Oh no.
Wait up, you guys. And let me just see where I am in terms of line of sight here.
I would say you'd have to move forward one to really get line of sight.
I think I could have done that before, so if it's all right, I'll do this here.
Yes.
Okay, I can see a monster. I don't know which one it is. However, thinking and acting quickly, Cecil once again casts a Chaos Bolt, this time using Quicken Spell.
Ooh, alrighty. Which one are you attacking? The one on the ground or the one standing up?
The only one I can see right now is this one over here.
Okay, yes. So.
Yeah, so that's the one that's getting it.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Let's
go
hope it
ahead
works again.
and why is it not letting me attack? Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so you attack. Chaos Bolt shoots out of it. What's the damage this time?
Hang on, I gotta see if I hit first. And for whatever reason, it didn't come up before. 19 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay, then I'm going to roll the damages. And it came up as force damage this time for a total of 10. So
All right.
not as impressive, but once
This-
more, blue and purple crackling energy emerge from its sleeve and rocket across the map at this thing.
When it impacts, pressing it forcefully into the ground for a moment, cracking the stone beneath it. Alrighty. Anything else on your turn, Cecil?
That's all I got.
All right,
There's
Grum.
all the arrows in my quiver of Arcana.
All right, Grum's going to see everybody is trying to flee. He does like Razmus. He does. So after he laughs at him for being on fire, he's going to just go around him. And he's just like, I like you, Razmus. I guess we got to run now, though. And he's going to move. Beep. Beep. That's gonna be it. But he's gonna
Alright.
he's gonna like back up and watch.
Mm-hmm. Just in case.
Yeah, he's a little bit fighting his nature because he wants to stay and fight, but he's in like guard mode right now. Still.
Mhm. Those dried nuts and berries did something for you. Alrighty, Rasmus's turn. He's gonna finish stomping himself out of being on fire, and then he's going to pull my headphones off, and then he's gonna turn. Seeing that these two are kind of tangled up in each other, he's gonna just turn around and fucking run. Okay. Run! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Although he's not gonna dash. He's gonna wait right here because you guys are all, go. I'll bring up the rear. All right, Ashen, that's your turn.
I think Siltooth is before me.
No, he dropped his initiative to behind you.
Oh, like forever? Okay.
Yeah, when
No
you
pressure,
move your
I guess.
initiative like that, you permanently move it.
Okay, got it. Well, if everyone else is running, I'm still running. I will actually dash this time. It seems like we're just going to... Are we just going to the end? Is there a plan here? Get out!
Just go.
Get to the bone cage. You'll see an entrance on an exit on the right.
Okay. Dashing
The bone
is...
cage.
The bone cage.
Doubles movement 60.
I think that was 60.
Yeah, that seems about right.
12 squares.
Yeah.
Squares.
Alright, that's it.
Awesome. All right. So, is this one? Yes. So this one is attempting to untangle itself from its compatriot, and they start fighting like each other, and snarling and biting at each other.
I'm a
So it's
genius.
only gonna take, but then it throws this one off and takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but can only get that close. And that's its turn because it doesn't have any ranged attacks. Next is Siltooth.
The one in the middle is the one I sabotaged earlier, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, new plan. I'm going to first run. Great. And then I am going to... Oh, wait, how far is that? Where's my move? Ruler. Yeah, he's still totally within range.
Nice.
He's just at the edge of my range. All right. So I am going to turn around and use another explosive bullet on this
All
guy.
right. And nobody's close enough to be on fire this time. Huzzah!
Darn.
Well, nobody on our team anyway.
Darn. I got a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that gets him.
Okay. And then I don't have advantage at all. Unfortunately. So 1. Oh, that's not D10. Where's my D10?
What
There it
roll?
is. So I hit him for 10 piercing, and then the fire is another 7 fire damage.
Nice. So
Nice.
this thing again falls to the ground, screeching and wailing as it is on fire. It impacts this thing almost with enough strength to break it, but not this time.
Damn.
And it seems decidedly uncomfortable.
All right. And with that, I'm still just I'm gonna beat feet.
You have movement left?
No. That's in my
next
turn, but
I was like, damn, dude.
if only. God, I
If
wish.
only. All right, now it's this thing's turn. It is going to rotate its spine. So it's currently on its back, and it's going to rotate its spine 360 degrees with a horrible twisting, tearing sound, and scrabble forward. Its forearms moving like pulling it along the ground as its feet scuttle backwards. Its torso has ripped open, and guts made out of tubing kind of pour out of it, and as it starts to chase after you. 6. Okay, only get to about there. Is it gonna dash? No, it's going to stop right about here. No, it is going to dash. It's going to dash right up to here, but it's not doing anything else yet. It's just sort of arriving and starts to like claw at Remy and Cecil's robes. And next up is Remy.
My robes. All right. Seeing this horrific creature, we are going to panic, and we are going to cast Web. It is a 20 by 20 cube, so it should be 4 boxes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We're back
Something
to Vogue
like
now.
that. Oh crap! I might need to move that box actually. Can you move it once you've made it? You have to do it with
I don't know.
Not really. Oh. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Because we're gonna put it right here and get the other guy in it.
Oh.
Wait,
Nice.
Grum. Okay.
Grum's okay.
So as I cast Web, I am also going to do a little bit something extra. As I'm casting it, my arms begin to light up again. And there's sort of a faint, anybody that's close enough, so say Mel and Cecil, there's a faint glowing from underneath the mask, as there's a sound that's a bit stiff, maybe like stones hitting pavement or really, really thick cardstock being rubbed through. And as I do, I am going to use my portent. It looks a little bit like a flash of web, and then it goes away, then a new flash. And every time it's a different configuration until all of a sudden it sticks to the monstra. And I have given the monstra a 13 portent, and it fails its saving throw against the web.
Nice.
The other one still needs to make a Dex 16 saving throw.
Alrighty, give me just a sec. I was looking for the spiderweb asset, and I was going to throw it on the ground, but I can't find it. So, what was the DC?
16.
All right.
This is for the one furthest from us.
Oh, it fails majorly.
Yes. Is the one still on fire?
Not anymore. It sort of started to. It kind of extinguished itself as it was twitching and rolling around. But yeah, they are both enwebbed.
Sick. All right. I am going to haul ass. I'm going to look at Cecil and Mel and just say, come on, we have to get out of here. And sprint. Except I can't seem to move Remy right now.
Oh, I think you still have the ruler thing open.
Yes, that was it. Oh, I can't do both? Lame. What? Okay, sick.
All right. Mel, your turn.
Mel's definitely going to take note of Emmy's neat trick. But she isn't really gonna respond, and she's just continuing to dash. So, ooh, 1, 2. She'll stop here. She's still sort of like looking back, looking forward kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right, Cecil, your turn. So this thing is like almost on you, but it has been webbed, and it's like clawing and scraping at your boots, basically.
Reacting fearfully. That's kind of his jam. Cecil reaches out to push back against the creature, delivering a shocking grasp.
All right. Is that one I roll?
No, I got to roll.
Okay.
Critical hit, natural 20.
Yo!
Nice.
25
Dang,
points of
Cecil.
lightning damage.
Yeah.
Good God.
Woo!
And also, it is unable to make reactions until the start of its next turn.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. It is. Oh, it's bad. You can smell it, and it's awful. All right. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I would like to run away.
Nope.
Hang on.
All right.
I've bought it up against something. 1 second. Oh, there's a person there. That's why I
Yes.
can't go. And while I'm this far away, I am going to once more, thinking quickly, quicken a spell
Aha.
and shoot another chaos bolt into the other one.
Okay, go for it.
Does 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, then the tainted perhaps by the touch of the creature or just the discomfort of being directly attacked, the magic comes out as more of a viscous globule than an actual spell, and a trail of poison fails to reach the creature from Cecil's position.
Gross. Watch out, Grum. Don't step there.
Now it's it. That's all I got.
All right. Now it is Grum's turn.
Okay. He is going to follow suit with everybody else. And he's going to just run. He will go this way, though. How do you dash? What's the dash again? Double your speed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, actually...
Wait, you can go through allies, though, so you could have just went straight.
Oh, I thought you needed like a thing.
No. You can move through ally
Oh, okay.
spaces because it's just assumed they'll let you pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because why
Grum can
wouldn't
just
they?
jump over him. He just jumps over him.
Honestly,
He is there.
nice. Level with Mel. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Razmus, seeing that the monstra are entangled. I couldn't think of that word. He's going to look at you, Cecil, and he's going to... How much do you weigh? Just like, is he on the light side, would you say?
Cecil is a little sensitive about his weight.
Oh, sorry, Cecil.
It's
But like, don't ask a lady. Would you say like Razmus is basically eyeing him like, can I pick this guy up?
Oh, I am. I'm trying to think of a not impolite term for it, but the best I can come up with is skinny bitch.
All right. Yeah. So Razmus is going to make a quick strength check. We'll see if he can't level you up. Yeah, he's got you. So he hefts you up over his shoulder. Come on. He just sort of picks you up and hefts you up over his shoulder. And,
Didn't roll height and weight for him, which I should, but yeah.
That's all right. And starts off, so I got to count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Picking you up. Is that a bonus action or an action, Squad? How would you say that?
I treat it like a grapple, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
When I
you can
kind
get
of
this far.
voluntarily failed.
Okay, yeah. So that was kind of silly that he picked you up. Well, no, not really. He got pretty far. But yeah, basically he's like, all right, let's go. And yeah, that's his turn. Ashun, your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep looking at. Yep. And I suppose if I dash, I can make the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go ahead and dash. And I suppose I stop at the door. Is this actually the door that Siltooth was talking about?
As far, I mean,
Are we
it's the
going
only
to
door
see?
you can see. So
Okay.
presumably, he did also say bone pit, which is very obviously the bone pit. So you think you're probably in the right place.
Okay, that's fair. I did not listen to all the words, just the ones I liked, and they were door. So
Awesome. Next is this. Now, what is it to get out of the webbed, entangled condition? Does it just make it difficult terrain, or is it like a grapple?
It is like a grapple. They need to continue. This time it's a strength instead of dex. And they need to do a
Okay.
strength 16.
Alrighty.
Imagine if I have like 20 strength.
Nope. No luck. So it wiggles and shrieks against the webbing, but seems to only tangle itself up more. Next up is Siltooth.
So remember before when I was like, I'm gonna beat feet? I forgot that I have cunning actions.
Oh, so did I.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all good. So
Being a rogue is tough, man.
right, you know,
is.
I've
Hard
got
to
so
remember
much
all those.
utility. You know, I kinda how chaotic do I want to be? Hold on, let's flip a coin.
You've done enough, Siltooth!
Just takes out the dynamite
Do I
stick.
have a coin? Do I have a coin? I don't have a coin. All right, someone
Oh.
call odds or even. Someone call odds or even for me.
Evens.
Odds.
Okay, it was odd.
All right. Torg called odds, so
All right, Torque, chaos or no?
You know who you are as a person.
You're right. So what I'm gonna
Chaos!
do is I am going to line up another shot on the guy that's prone right here,
Oh, God.
all right.
hoping. Wait, Can I? Did the vat next to him take enough damage that it might pop if I just hit it instead?
There's a definite crack.
Oh, so he might roll into it anyway. Yeah, let's have
I
him.
don't know.
Seems like it would be a luck check, but we're no. Let's just shoot the vat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the vat.
All right. So I will let you know the vat has a damage threshold of 10. So you have to at least do 10 damage for it to take the damage. if
Oh,
that makes
easy.
sense.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
Wow. Unless I missed the vat. Does a 12 hit the vat?
I mean, yeah, it's a big vat. It's right there. It's not going
thank
anywhere.
God. That'd be so embarrassing.
Could you imagine?
Right. Okay. So that'll be 1d10 plus 3.
Don't mind me, it's my rubber
Oh.
bullets.
Where's my... There it is. Come on, damage threshold. Okay. I
Let's
did
go.
11.
Nice.
You shoot, and this vat tink, crack, 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 push, and another of these creatures falls
Stop!
out.
Stop it!
Stop it! Get some help.
Get some help.
But it does fall right into the web, so it needs to make a quick dex check.
Sick. And did you use one of your fire bullets?
No, this is a regular
Okay.
bullet. I thought about it, but then I remembered you webbed.
Can you imagine?
I thought about it.
Okay, it passes the dex check. So, what is the? Is it just
I wanted it to get tangled with the other guy. So
They're difficult terrain.
Okay, so it can move 10, and then this guy is gonna give it some trouble. Let me do. I'm gonna do a roll.
damn, I should start packing bombs.
Oh man, yeah. So this thing, it actually does get in. Like it starts to try and pull itself up out of the web by climbing up this one. So they do just end up kind of getting into a scrap.
Slap him! Slap him!
Yeah. So there's like a big. Yeah. Anything else?
Oh yeah, I'm once again gonna beat feet, and I'm gonna
Go, go,
cunning
go.
action dash.
Do it.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Are we counting like diagonal movements as 5 or
Yes.
okay. Shoot, I lost my count.
You were at 35.
So 40, 41, 42, 43, and I'm gonna wait here.
Okay. All right, right next to Shun. Nice. Next is this guy who's going to make a strength check. See if he gets out of here. Roll. That is a... Yes. What's the strength DC?
16.
Yeah, so it rips itself out of this,
Oh shit.
making a horrible shrieking sound. Uses half of its movement to stand up. And gets about this far towards you, Remy. And it is your turn.
We are hauling ass. So
Whether we want to or not.
Oh yeah, in your case, Cecil, yeah, you don't really get a say.
I can't do anything else without releasing the other monstra. I'm not about to do that. So we're dashing.
Alrighty.
So if I go right here and then to here, I calculated that as 60.
Bingo.
Oh, maybe right there.
Right about there.
Right
Nice.
there. That's me.
Alrighty. Mel.
No, she's just gonna dash. It's gonna turn. I assume she's never seen this pit before, considering
Oh
she
no,
was not
you
allowed
have
in this room.
you have never seen this part of the lab before. But yeah, this is a
And-
pit of bodies.
I think she stops and stares at it. She is mortified. And that's gonna be all her movement.
Alrighty.
She's not moving any further. She
Okay.
just stares.
Cecil,
Remy's going to be right there with you.
you are currently slung over Rasmus's shoulder like a red-headed bag of potatoes. But would you like to do it?
Well, everyone I know is at least ahead of us, so we got that going for us. Literally all the people in my life are currently safe adjacent. I think I'm going to hold an action for now.
Okay. Sounds good.
That if one of those creatures gets within 5 feet of one of my allies, I am going to cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll keep that in mind. Wink.
Yeah.
Next is Grum.
All right. Yes, he's going to keep running.
All right.
As he's going to pass them both, but he's just going to like clap them both on the backs and say, "We can get food later." And he's going to dash.
Priorities,
And
man.
wait at the door.
Okay. Next is Razmus, who's got our boy Cecil and is just going to fucking dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, he's going to stop next to Remy and Philomela and look at you both for a moment and then say, "There's nothing we can do for them." And he jerks his head towards the dead bodies. "Now, we don't want to join them." And then you take the rest of his movement, which I think was right here. All right, Shun, your turn. And I think we're actually going to drop out of initiative at this point because these guys are far enough behind you that it'll take more than one turn for them to reach you. So we are dropping back out of initiative, which means you guys can move freely.
All right, everyone through.
Is Mel making any sort of... Is Mel going through the bone pit? All right. No. Remy's going to grab your hand and start forcing you into the bone pit. He's clearly having some sort of panic attack right now, but...
She's not willing to step over the dead bodies. Not out of pride. She's...
Come on, you all. We were waiting for.
Grum, you have to get her out of here.
He's going to pick her up.
Sure. She's still staring at the pit. She's not looking at you.
Oh. We're going to start scrambling over them bones.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we pass through, I am actually going to release my web and cast it one more time here at the entrance.
All right. Good thinking.
And because I just find it really funny, before I press the button to close the gate, I'm going to shoot one more vat.
Please don't.
All right.
There are guests upstairs.
I got a 10. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, 16.
Yep, you hit it. So let's see what that... And the damage was 10?
Threshold, yeah. Threshold was 10.
Okay, so it does 1 damage.
Oh, no. I mean, I didn't roll to actually...
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
you rolled a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
But it was I understand now. Okay, yeah.
I got a 13.
Yeah, so dink! You impact the glass and you see it start to spider web as you start to run away.
After pressing the button.
After pressing.
What are you doing?
I'm just having a little fun.
Fun?
Yeah, you surely took your sweet time getting over here, though.
Razmus is going to set you down, Cecil. And look around. Everyone here? Everyone all right? No one was bitten or damaged?
Remy's in the corner, frantically making the sign of the Emperor down his face, tracking tears.
Razmus. Oh, go on.
No, I was going to say, Siltooth sort of clocks that and just gives you a dirty look.
Oh, he doesn't even want to look at you. After all that.
We'll put,
what about those other people?
Well.
Okay. What other people? Razmus is coming over to you, Remy, but he hears Cecil say this and is like, what other people?
He points to the very obvious people that are lying on the ground.
They, unfortunately, are no longer alive.
Oh.
But Cecil has a good point. The door is open to... Well, I guess it's not, actually, but how long until the monster actually get through that door? It's just a door. And then what? It's going to escape into the city? How many people is it going to kill? Because this man was shooting the vats!
I do have to say, Siltooth, that's quite an interesting choice you've made there.
I'm sorry, did it not trip up enough of them so y'all were able to get away?
I think we're both referencing the last time where you shot one where there was nothing behind us.
It was just insurance.
And he kind of puts an arm around you, Remy, not like fully around you, but he kind of puts a hand in between on top of your like on your shoulder blade in sort of a comforting gesture, and starts to like steer you away. And he looks over at Cecil and is like, "We have to go."
Remy has a mask on, but by the twist of his mouth, he is glaring at you very, very hard right now. But he goes for your Razmus and Siltooth, if you're both
He's just glaring at everybody.
I give him a little wink and I continue down the hallway.
Mel, what's going on with you at the moment? Is Grum still holding you?
No, I think he let go, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna give him a little nod, like, so thank you. She's not gonna look back with where the gate is or the bodies are, and she's just very quiet. She doesn't say anything. She follows, but she is both deep in thought and very rattled. That's a lot of things she didn't know about.
Yeah,
she's just following.
You get the feeling that Frederick has been keeping secrets from you.
Well, two can play at that game.
Very true. All right. Razmus is sort of taking the lead. He leads you up these wet staircases, seemingly unbothered by anything. When he reaches the second staircase, though, he does stop and look carefully at which step he's going to step on. Actually, what he's going to do is he's going to investigate them rather carefully and then make his way over to this side of the wall and reach into a crack, and you hear a clunk. There. Now we don't have to worry about that blasted boulder trap.
It's pretty easy to get through. I'm professional.
Well, yes, you may be, but them... And he jerks his head back towards everybody else. Not so much.
Yeah, where did you find these people?
Where did I find them? I got you, bro. Oh, no.
We were fighting.
There we go.
I just see his mood shaking in the background. So
incredible. All right.
I thought the job was to just get her out.
That's your job. My job was something else entirely.
And you don't think they're going to slow us down?
Why do you know how to turn all the things off here?
Not everything, just a few. Well, come on, we've got to get going. And he heads up the stairs.
He said, not answering the question.
Well, he said not. He doesn't know how to turn off everything. Just some things.
A quarter answer.
Why do you know how to turn them off?
Yeah, he's very good at not answering questions. So he starts to lead you down this path that you had explored earlier, Siltooth. And he comes down this corner around here, and then he pauses at this door and turns around. Now, this is going to be a bit of a leap of faith, he says, and there's a little hint of a smile. But I promise you, there is salvation at the end. And he walks to the edge of this thing, turns around, and falls.
Did he just Nesty plunge to his death?
Siltooth sort of walks up, smirks a little bit, turns to the other, and then just Leaf of Faith backwards.
Woo! Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've gone for a swim, and he'll jump.
Whee!
Remy is going to crawl his way towards the edge. And as we get close, I'm going to activate my hands again and cast Augury. And I'm going to say in sort of like a prayer motion, All Father, what awaits me at the end here?
And what does Augury do again?
It either gives a reply of wheel, woe, wheel and woe, or nothing.
And wheel is change.
Good.
Wheel is good, woe is bad.
You get a wheel and a woe.
Remy's gonna give a little sob, and he's gonna jump over the side.
Okay. Who's next?
Okay, I hope this isn't some church salvation bullshit. Off I go.
Leaving Philomela and Cecil left at the precipice.
I am detecting magic and watching behind us to see if there's any more of that corruption coming up the sewer pipes here.
Gotcha.
Because that discordant note is hanging with me.
Let me read something for a second.
But, slowly backing towards where everyone else went.
Mama's gonna approach the edge. She's not gonna say anything. She's still very quiet. She's gonna take off her headpiece, take off all the jewelry from her face. Ooh. She's gonna just throw them to the floor. She's gonna jump. Make a jump.
All right. So with a soft clatter as all your jewelry falls down, Cecil, you were the only one remaining.
You forgot your stuff. He looks around, and it's like, all right, well, I guess this is how this works.
Woo! And you all have fallen down, down, down to land with graceful splashes in a cistern. And waiting at the bottom of the cistern is a boat. On the boat, there are 3 people. One of them, a dark-skinned fellow with hair shockingly split down the middle of black and white, thick dreads pouring over his shoulders, and a pair of silver-rimmed spectacles on his face, leans over the edge of the boat and grins widely. He's got a gold tooth, and he starts laughing, and he's like, "Oh, there you are, Razmus. I see you've got some friends." And Razmus laughs and starts swimming over. "Tyshan, am I glad to see you. Here, help us up." And Tyshan reaches down. Tyshan is wearing no shirt, showing off rippling musculature. And as he reaches into the water to help Razmus out, you see Grum, you're closest. Give me a quick perception check, and we'll see if you notice this.
Okay. It's nat 20.
Yeah. His arms are scarred with what looks like lightning. Only it's not blue. It just looks like lightning, like the pattern. He's also jacked as fuck. Like, you are big and strong because of who you are. This man has carved his body into a sculpture.
Grum will compliment him as he climbs in. Say, "You're big and strong, kind of like me."
I don't think I've got anything on you, buddy, but thank you. Razmus comes in, turns around. "All right, everyone, come on."
And Grum will help whoever will take his hand, I guess.
Yeah, Tyshan is here to help. There's 2 other figures.
How deep is the water that we're in right now?
It is deep enough that you can't quite touch the bottom with your feet, but you can see it, and it is not far below you.
Okay.
Because Cecil cannot swim, in case anyone was curious.
Yeah, so it would be above your head. So Cecil is
And,
sort
you
of,
know, he's wearing some fairly
treading
heavy
water.
things, so he's just kind of currently under the water.
and now he's starting to sink.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Things are becoming worrisome for him, but
Like dropping
Razmus
your
is
baby
like,
in a pool.
Have any of
"Oh,
us
oh,
noticed?
gods,
He's
can
gonna jump
someone
in.
probably not.
Grum,
Have any of
thank
us
you.
noticed? Okay.
Yeah,
Do
Grum,
we recognize
Grum
any of
can
it?
stand in this water. And I imagine he grabs Cecil by the back of his neck and just yoinks him out.
Cecil, you know how
He
to
just comes up
swim,
on
don't
water.
you?
There's like a deep gasping breath. It's like
You know
you
how
can't
to
breathe
swim?
down there.
No. I learned that the hard way too.
Yeah.
You're how old and you can't swim?
I don't know, 7 days, 8.
I think you said 9
days?
before, so we'll go with 10 now. You're 10 days old.
10 days
Days.
old.
And yeah, Philomela, to answer your question from earlier, give me we'll call it a history check, and we'll see if you recognize any of these people.
History of all things.
Wait, do we recognize any of these people?
12.
Nobody recognizes any of these people.
Okay.
Except for apparently Razmus, who grins and slaps Tyshan on the shoulder, and kind of nods to a bearded figure in the back, and then makes his way up to the prow, where he hugs a woman whose hair is short, cropped short, shaved at the sides, and she's got like a buzz cut with a little bit of a flop at the top. She's wearing let me describe who's on the boat. So as you guys kind of get settled, you see the 3 people who are on the boat are Tyshan, the initially introduced gentleman. He is vaguely elfin in appearance. He's got slightly pointed ears, a little bit like Cecil. He's very, very handsome. His skin is almost as dark as a shun's, but not quite. And like I said, his dreads are split in the middle, white and black. He has that strange scarring on his arms and his chest also that you can see beneath his leather vest. He wears a necklace of beads with purple, and he has got quite a few what looks like navigatory tools on his belt. At the front of the ship is a woman. She is about Rasmus's height, and as you look closer, they look sort of similar. Her hair has been shortened. Her hair is quite short, unlike Razmus. She definitely is not fashionable in any way, shape, or form. She's got a red scarf tied around her throat and is wearing a blood-stained leather apron and is carrying a brown bag, also stained with blood. At the back of the boat, I should say, is a short, stout figure with the biggest, most incredible beard you've ever seen in your life. They have thick, curly blonde hair, thick black eyeliner, thick mustache, and a thick cigar stuffed in between their lips. They're sitting down at the back of the boat and have a heavy warhammer braced across their short, stubby knees. And this figure is looking at you rather beadily as Erasmus approaches the front of the boat and hugs the woman at the front. And she gives him a hug back and then pushes him away. Rasmus, what did I tell you about not gathering strays? And he kind of looks over his shoulder. Well, they're not strays. They're all here on purpose. And she shoots him a look like, uh-huh. Well, we can't stay here, so I guess hopefully they had nothing important to do in Portitas. And then she gestures to the lady in the back, or the bearded person at the back. Holga, let's get going, shall we? And the figure with the cigar inhales, takes her cigar out, sighs, and tosses it in the water, and then reaches down and flicks a switch. And you guys hear a clunk, clunk, some sort of heavy machinery kind of clunking into place. And then the boat begins to move forward.
Never been on a boat before.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's a boat, yes. I sink most of them. At least the ones I've seen.
only imagine why. And Remy right now is curled against the side. He's got his spell book out, and he is desperately trying to dry the pages off.
Oh no.
Cecil
As
prestidigitates the water out of the spellbook.
nice.
Cecil,
And
my
then
God,
off of each
you.
one of the assembly.
Wow. Dries everybody off. Nice.
So helpful.
So kind. So helpful. As you all
nice
sort of
boy.
get settled onto this boat, and as it starts to chug along the water, I'm not going to actually make it move because that would be. Actually, hang on 1 second.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck me. Nope.
Well, flips and we all drown. No.
Ugh, why
Wait,
is this so
Grumpkin, just
difficult?
walk us out. It's no big.
Fair. Oh.
Oh,
I guess it was coming true after all.
hold on. Come on. All of y'all, come with me. Come on. All right. There we go. Now we're just out in the
Hey.
middle of the water, and it looks good. Okay, so here we are on boats. Yeah,
Are we
it's
like a
chugging
tunnel?
along. Yeah,
Like-
you guys are in a big tunnel that you think might be at the very base of the tower of the city of Fortitas.
Arise about my fee.
Oh yes, I haven't forgotten. Don't worry. And he reaches. He looks over at the woman, who sighs, rolls her eyes, and opens her bloodstained bag, reaching around and pulling out a pouch. And she holds it out to you, Siltooth, and gives you kind of a dirty look.
I just ignore the look and just take the pouch and look inside.
There are. What were you expecting? We'll start there.
Well, enough gold to make all this trouble worth it.
Okay. What you see in there is not gold. It's diamonds.
Oh,
Okay.
There's quite a few.
beautiful. I'm gonna stash that away.
Yeah. Now, Siltooth, I was hoping we could perhaps have a brief discussion about how do you feel about working on retainer?
They keep paying me like this, sure.
Excellent, excellent. Because I have a feeling we'll be in need of your particular skill set sooner rather than later. And the woman again rolls her eyes, and she kind of reaches over and smacks Razmus in the shoulder, and he's like, "What the fuck? I'm trying to talk to somebody right now."
Hey,
and
you got a problem?
yes, I do have a problem. I have a problem with working with lowlives like you.
Darling, last I checked, we're all an accessory to kidnapping.
This is for...
I'm sorry, kidnapping?
You don't... Ugh. And she sighs and kind of throws her hands up in the air and turns around, crossing her arms. And Razmus sighs and says, "Excuse my sister."
She's so
believe I-
lovely.
Isn't she, though? He flicks you both off, just throws the finger. Now, I believe I owe some of you, perhaps all of you, some explanations.
The first one I would like to hear, Rasmus, those were monstra. There are monstra underneath the city.
There are. I didn't know about that, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm going to be honest, I'm sort of ignoring it at the moment, because I can't bloody think of what to do.
Remy immediately again starts making the motions to the Emperor and quietly praying under his breath.
Reyna's, or his sister, is like, "What do you mean, monstra?" And Razmus kind of explains what you guys encountered down there, and she looks concerned, and her rather rich skin goes quite pale. "This is... Oh, Razmus, if people die because of this. And Razmus kind of reaches out and puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, then I will carry that weight as well. And she just looks at him like, oh, God. What is Grum up to at this moment? Kind of in the middle of the boat, next to Shun. Taishin is behind you. Siltooth and Remy are in front of you. What's going on with Grum at the moment?
Grum's listening. He's trying to take everything in. He's kind of a live in the present kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit curious as to why they're not in the mansion anymore. But he is. I mean, he's still in guard mode when it comes to Mel. I know he wasn't specifically told to guard Mel, but he just she was there when the job was given, and she's like him in his mind. So he's sort of looking at her, making sure she's okay. And she's alive.
What is Mel up to right now?
She's
removed her headdress and quite a bit of her jewelry, so she's sort of bare in a way.
She's there. She's listening. She's taking in all the information. She sort of looks at everyone, like takes note of everyone, but she's still thinking back on that body in that vat and how familiar it feels. Not like looks, how it feels. I imagine something feels very familiar.
Yes, very. Very familiar indeed.
But it doesn't feel safe yet to share anything with all of those people. Like, she doesn't know any of those people.
Right.
I assume she gathers kidnapping was her, right?
Yeah, you can put that together pretty easily.
She's sort of in the back, very quiet, taking the information. She's very trained to do that. Just listen. When she got nothing to add, she listens and she takes the information in.
Okay. Cecil, what are you up to at this moment?
Cecil had his hand up trying to get attention from Razmus when they were talking about things, and when he realized that no one was acknowledging him, he just interrupted.
Okay, so what does he interrupt with?
What's a monstra?
Everybody looks at you. And Taishin goes, what the fuck?
I feel like it's a forward question. I don't know what the confusion is here.
It sounds fair to me, yeah.
Razmus looks at his sister and then kind of back at you, Cecil, and goes, Monstra are the enemy. The enemy of life. Us. Anything alive. They exist only to kill and to devour.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
No, as you saw, I mean, they're horrible, but them in the city that's very bad.
I have another question, though.
Mm-hmm.
If they hate all life and they fight each other, why are they such a problem? Like, aren't they just going to eventually eat all the other monstra until that's that?
But the thing is, they don't consume each other. They get into spats only when they get in each other's way. It is not as if they... It's hard to explain. They're not as mindless as people think. There's been I've heard rumor of them working in groups to assault towns and villages, take down the walls. I've seen a town that was wiped out. He swallows.
So why would that guy have like 35 of them in those tanks?
I do not know. And he shoots you a look, Mel, as he says that. But it's not a look of like, it's more of a look of like, I bet that fucking sucks for you.
She's got to give him a blank stare. She doesn't respond.
The way I see it, if those creatures get into the party, it's the perfect cover for all of us. While Fancy Pants, who's tied down, is gone because he was eaten. While all of you are gone, you ran away screaming. No one will ever know I was there.
There is some truth to that.
Isn't that kind of mean to all
Razmus
the people at the
sighs.
party?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Have you no heart? All of those people up there were innocent, and you've condemned them. For what?
I tap my
Fine.
chest a little bit so they hear like the hollow noise.
It's probably around here somewhere.
Oh, I thought that was what armor you were wearing. That's your skin.
Yeah.
Kind of like a monstra.
As you look at it, as Steeltooth basically bears his upper chest is already kind of bared, but he kind of, tugs his shirt a little bit to film where his heart would be. You realize, Remy and Grum, that he is an automata.
I like your boomstick.
Thank you. It was
Never struck them before. I'm not very... They don't fit my hands.
I'm sure we can find something for you to shoot. Anyway, all those stuffy people, not a loss.
Razmus's sister's mouth gets very thin, and she just looks at you, Steeltooth, with absolute scathing fury in her eyes. And she just like, oh, God.
Well, why don't we tell the guards or something? They can run there with the armored people.
Weren't there people already guarding the party?
There were.
They'll be fine.
They sculpt the automata. Frederick Venstino is quite the inventor. His automata, and he kind of shoots you a look, Steeltooth, are some of the best in the business. I'm sure if something were to get into the party, they would not be defenseless.
With what?
So wait, those
Around
people
18
that were
pods
serving
back
drinks at
there?
the party.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Those people that were serving drinks at the party were
Yes.
not people, right?
No, those are automata.
But he's a person, right? He says, pointing to Steeltooth.
Yes.
But he's also automata.
Yes, it's complicated.
Really
Apparently.
confusing.
Is that going to be a problem?
Not for me. I just got here.
What about you,
Tyson
preacher boy?
laughs at that
And
and
I
comes over. But doesn't interrupt you, Steeltooth, as you go to question Remy.
Again, Remy's face.
what about you? Is that going to be a problem?
You may be an automata, but I know you have a heart in there somewhere. I have no problem with who or what you are, but I have a problem with what you are doing. So if
I'm
there's going to
sorry,
be a
the last
problem,
I-
yes.
The last time I checked, what I did was help save your life.
We started with 1. We ended with 3, and he tried to bring another in. We
There were
had it
18
handled.
pods. Clearly, Frederick knows how to capture them. Those people will be fine.
Taishin kind of pokes his head in between you two and is like, all right, listen, I understand there's some talk of who's innocent and who's not and who deserves what, and let me tell you. And he looks at you, Remy, and he's very, he doesn't seem happy or, angry when he says this, but he's like, if you think those people are innocent, then you have a lot to learn.
That shuts Remy up pretty quick. He looks away.
Taishin kind of nods, does the chin tilt, and comes up to Razmus and goes, all right, we've got about 5 minutes before we hit the main waterway, and then we've got to enact the, And Rasmus nods, and he looks over to his sister, Raina. Can you make sure we get there in time? And she rolls her eyes. Of course. And she actually starts like fighting her way through. It's a pretty small boat, and y'all are pretty crammed in here. So she's kind of like, all right, okay, excuse me, coming through, until she gets towards the back. She sees Cecil and Mela and gives you both kind of a nod. Excuse me, Miss Philomela. Should I call you Mela? Philomela? Which I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a fan, and I've never. I need to get under where you're sitting.
Moss sort of gives like a very easy smile, like practiced, and she gets up carefully and moves a little so she can reach wherever she needs to go.
All right, so you kind
You
of
can
scoot
call
back.
me Mel.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Oh, goodness. And she reaches down and flips a latch on the floor of the boat and lifts it up, revealing a mass of muscle tissue overlaid with tendons and veins. It is pulsing slightly, moving as if it is contracting, pulsing and contracting. And she reaches down and reaches inside and touches it gently, her eyes kind of half closing as if she's feeling for a rhythm. And then she kind of waves her hand as if trying to track something. And then she draws her hand back, reaches into her bag, and pulls out a long, thin, it's not sharp. It's kind of like a knitting needle. It doesn't have a sharp, pointy end. It is rounded. And she reaches in and she sticks this tool underneath one bulk of muscle and lifts it up so her hand can get underneath there. And then she kind of does something under the muscle, and you feel the boat shudder and then start to move faster. Then she lowers the muscle. Her hand's now very bloody, and she closes the hatch, locks it back up, and wipes her hands off on her apron.
That was the boat a person too?
No, those are the G's.
I'm sure that's a word.
The gastro engines, the GEs, the G's. That's
Okay.
how ships work. I'm a ship's doctor. It's a job.
I truthfully do not.
Oh, well. I take care of the G's and make sure that the ship runs the way it's supposed to.
But it's alive, like it's a
Not truly. It's not alive like you and I are. But in a way, I suppose it's alive more like a plant is alive than a person is alive, if that makes sense.
I guess I never really thought about that before, so maybe.
Yeah. All right.
From the mouth
And
of babes.
Amen. So the boat is sort of scudding along now at a good pace. Is there anything else we want to cover real quick before we wrap up? Any burning questions anyone needs to get out?
No, I found out why we were poking needles in the ship's butthole, so I guess
I would now be a good time for Remy to tell Razmus what he saw.
I think there's a moment where he had been discussing with Tyshin, and then Tyshin has made a couple of notes on a piece of paper, and he sort of wandered off. So Razmus is up by the prow of the boat, kind of by himself. Siltooth is nearby, but if you wanted a moment with him, this would probably be a pretty good time.
Okay. So now that we've all calmed down a little bit from that little blowout fight we just had, I'm going to make my way up to the front, and I'm going to tug a little bit on Rasmus's sleeve. And Razmus, I didn't think it prudent to tell you this before, but it has very much become relevant now. At the show, when it was announced the Emperor's death, I had a vision.
A vision? And he turns towards you fully. What was it?
Remy's like half whispering now. If I am going to relay this to you again, I need you to take my hand.
And he does, without question.
As he does, I'm going to pour my magic into my hands, and they're going to light up again. And I'm going to very obviously turn my back to the rest of the boat, so I'm fully facing Razmus, and I am going to recite this vision. As I do, I sort of fall into a little bit of a trance, and again, there's that light from underneath the mask. And word by word, I'm going to go ahead and relay to him everything I saw. The image of a strange building, square yet pointed, with layers that go all the way down to the center of the earth, with lightning flashing across the sky and crashing into the ground, with a mass of warriors that trip and stumble as the lightning carves a gouge in front of them. And as the vision ends, so too does the glow in my face and my hands.
Yeah, and Rasmus stays stock still, locked eyes with you as you explain and tell him what happened. And as you finish, he kind of smiles. Excellent. This is exactly what I wanted to hear. Remy, I owe you a lot of an explanation, and I am going to give it to you.
Soon, I hope.
Next time. Yes, this is where we are going to end our
A very
session.
special episode.
Very special episode. Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
So this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out and watching. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. As long as everything goes according to plan, we should be streaming next Sunday. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, everybody.
Good
And
game,
we'll
guys.
see you next week.
Yes,
Great
good
game. Alrighty. Bye.
See y'all.
Bye.